Hello and welcome to OVPL This Week, Match Week 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jay here on our channel, Straight from the Training Ground, joined with Brandon, the president of OVPL, Sean from Northern Kentucky Nitro, and Ryan from the Highlanders. We'll go through some updates and results from men's and a few women's results this week as well. And we'll also get some feedback here from Sean and Ryan on their games. And we'll end things off with a little recap and some weekly updates on the league overall from Brandon. So thanks for tuning in once again. And with that being said, we'll run through some results from match week 6. First off, OP with a 3-0 win over Croatia Juniors. Old Boys drew 1-1 with Hoosier FC. Evansville 9-0 win over Cincy Swerve. OP with a 6-1 win over Ambassadors. Highlanders with a 5-3 win over Elite FC. Old Boys with a 6-0 win over Cincy Swerve. And Nitro with a big 2-1 win over Valhalla. And Hoosier FC with a 2-1 win over Valhalla themselves. On the women's side, OP picked up 2 more wins with a 5-0 win over North FC, as well as a 6-0 win over Sporting Columbus. Pretty busy week here in the OVPL. A lot of games going on now as the season's really picking up. Sean here with us from Northern Kentucky Nitro. Sean, big win this week for you guys all over Valhalla. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so our game was it was pretty physical. Ref let a lot of stuff go, but it was consistent both ways. I think early on we recognized this in about the 8th, 9th minute of the match. What we thought was a foul in midfield where we turned it over led to their first goal. And so we were like, you know what, we can complain about this, but how about we just start getting more physical back? And I think that we adapted well to that as we went forward. But Bobo Kakonda had a really big presence on the field the entire match. He was playing kind of the right attacking mid for us, and his pressure led to a few turnovers. Asad Patel and Ahmed Saleh had a big impact when they subbed on. That was our first goal to tie it up. Assad sent in the cross, which Jordan Jatzik just flicked on to Ahmed, and we were able to draw it up right there. I thought in the second half we controlled the game well. We got our second goal on we had Ryan Butts cross it into Bobo Kakonda, who got on the score sheet, and I'm sure we'll see his TikTok with that goal sometime soon. He loves that, and honestly, Valhalla had a lot of chances to make it 2-2. And I think that I want to give a shout out to Noah Hjelmeng from Valhalla. He is very young and he is going to be so good. But they definitely missed Finn Salo's presence because they had a few chances in the box late in the game that Corey Weisenhunt, who ended up being our man of the match, had some incredible foot saves that game and some that they just put just wide. I think that the soccer gods were on our side for the last 10 minutes of that match.
Well, nice. Congratulations. And we were talking a little bit here before the show tonight. That's a pretty big step for your team overall, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we've played against Valhalla for, the last 2 years, ever since the inception of this club. We've probably played them, if you include friendlies, 8-9 times. And although we've drawn them twice, we've never beaten them until yesterday. So I think that was like a big lift off of everybody's shoulders to finally get that milestone.
Yeah, well, congratulations. A big step in the right direction for your team. Ryan, another big win for the Highlanders.
Yeah, I know we got off to it was the first time actually playing Elite FC, and we got off to quite a quick start. I think 44 seconds, Richie Afalianka, that guy again, scored. And we just right into it. It wasn't long after he scored again, so he got 2 on the day. And then our other forward, who's actually over at Seton Hill University, Bryce Gandy, came up with 2 really nice goals as well. So we went 4-0 up in the space of like 24 minutes. And so you think, you're kind of, it's hot, easy sailing there. It's easy going. And, the worst thing you can do. So we ended up, we actually pegged another one in there to 5-0 with our captain, Bernardo Vilches, but they scored straight after to make it 5-1. And then for whatever reason, still a 4 goal difference. It completely changed the game. We made wholesale changes, thought, it'd be no problem. And we just didn't adapt. Their momentum came up, and Elite FC have got some quality players. They're an interesting group, as we all know, new to the league. they've got some guys that are very quick and very tidy on the ball, and it causes some problems. And so from our point of view, the second half was a bit disjointed. From their point of view, they started coming on pretty strong, and they pegged it back to 5-3. And so it was a tighter game than I wanted, but it was once again, it was a game for the neutrals. And I think that's like our second 5-3 win of the season. The week before we won 5-2. So if you want goals, come and watch us play, but it's not good for my my blood pressure. So I think
it's good for the show, though. It gives us a lot of highlights.
It's great for the show.
The game was really good, but we started kind of slow the first 10-15 minutes, which kind of hurt us. We conceded a lot of goals, but we managed to keep the game towards the end of the first half and pretty much dominated the whole second half. And the whole team was up to it, basically.
It's good to meet Elite FC. They've got some quality players, and they're a good addition to the league.
And you know what they say, Ryan, about being up 4-0.
Yeah, most dangerous lead in the game.
Yeah, most dangerously. Yeah. Seems that way.
Well, good. And with that, I assume Highlanders stay atop the table, correct?
Yeah, still up there where I think we're top of the table so far on this side, on the Valley side. Unbeaten. We've just got some tough games coming up. You know, we've got to travel away to Elite, and we've got to travel away to Ambassadors, and also Erie Commodores as well. So it's one of those things. It's we just got to take care of business and see where it takes us.
Nice. Well, congrats on another good result there for the Highlanders. Brandon from the OVPL, what do you got for us this week?
So Richard Afalianka, he's really climbing the charts in goal scoring. He's got 11 goals on the season. In all-time history, that would tie him for third in goals in a season. He's with his 6 goals in 2021, 17 goals, that moves him to fourth overall and goals scored in
all time.
All
Is that
time.
what you mean?
Yeah,
okay.
All time. Yeah. So that's pretty cool seeing that. 1927 still having some time off, an unfortunate postponement this weekend. Because I'm sure that they're wanting to climb the charts a little bit with some of their goal scorers. Seth Mullmeister has been a couple weeks since we've seen his name on the score sheets, even though he's scoring in loads. On the women's side, Abby Townsend with Ohio Premiers got 5 goals and 3 assists in 3 matches. So she's leading the way there. Followed very closely by Sonia Vargas with Ohio Premier as well. She's got 4 goals and 3 assists, and maybe the same amount, maybe a game less or something as well.
So just to ask about the other conference there, Noel's been in the Valley and on the Riverside, you guys, Sean, as well. So Hoosiers have got to play Fort Wayne coming up soon. Is that game rescheduled? Did I see that?
It'll be on
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
So that seems like a big game coming up to determine what's going on in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. If Hoosier wins, that'll push them above Evansville into second place. By themselves with 13 points, Evansville with 12. 1927 still has 15 points in 5 matches.
But Hoosier are unbeaten as well, correct? Or not?
Hoosier has 1 draw, and that was they picked up a draw, with Old Boys on this match week 6. Big draw from Old Boys that got them in a little positive swing because they ended up getting a win against the Swerve on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember the match.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
But so absolutely right now, I mean, the big thing, the big talk is going to be who's going to end up winning each division to host a championship, and that's going to be a big one. So everybody's chasing each other with those points, total points, and as goal differential too, if it comes down to it with the tiebreakers.
I thought it was the team that's the longest in the league. It's been in the league the longest. No. Oh.
Which team was established?
You better hope we don't make a comeback then, Ryan.
Hey, it's a long way to go.
Brandon, real quick, why don't you explain to everyone how that does work actually for the final?
So what we had our preseason league AGM somewhere back in February. I think it's been so long ago now. It was pretty much a unanimous vote. Everybody voted on it. Instead of in 2021, we had a neutral venue. Xavier University hosted Evansville and Ohio Premier for the first ever OVPL Sportive Cup. And it was thrilling game. Went back and forth, and ended up going to penalties. And it went down to, I think, the 10th shooter. It was remarkable, and it was a hot day as well. And then this year, it was decided to say, hey, we want to have a little bit more of a local presence, if at all possible, and support the clubs, because that's what it's about, right? So we said, hey, let's put the vote. Vote was, let's have the host site be whoever has the most points between the two divisions, the Valley Division and the River Division.
Okay, so it's a home game for them.
It's a home game, and and hopefully it gets a good crowd for both sides, and just bring some more community around and community support, and showcase the league and showcase the talent in the league. Because I mean, you see, there's tons of talent, and there's boatloads of goals, and like we want to see some fun, and we want to have some crowds there and have a good
presence. Sure. A lot of great matches, and once again, just a reminder: go out and support your local soccer teams. If you're not sure, if you're just tuning into this for the first time, the Ohio Valley Premier League, the OVPL, is what we're talking about. Look up their website. Check out teams around your region and your area. Maybe there's a lot of good soccer going on in the summer. Go support local soccer. A lot of hard work from these guys, not only the ones here on the screen, but a lot of other coaches and administrators behind the scenes to put this together over the summer season. So go out and support those guys, those teams, the players, both on the men's and women's side, for that matter. And, you can follow them all on social media and keep up to date with how their seasons continue. And again, once again, thanks for tuning in and supporting all of us. Please continue to do that. We're greatly appreciate it. OVPL this week, match week 6, straight from the training ground.
Visit our friends at Football Town for casual football wear. Visit our partners at TractionSocks.com for performance grip socks created for all athletes. Use the discount code TractionSocks22 right now for savings.